What's up, y'all? I'm ready.
And I'm missing.
And today what we're talking about is, should you share your thoughts on the internet? Should you share your thoughts on the internet? Like, what type of thoughts should you share on the internet? Like, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable?
So in other words, should you use the internet as a diary?
Yeah. But, a diary that everybody can read. That is always unlocked. Everybody got the key.
That's a good way to put it.
Exactly. So would you give somebody your diary, and would you give somebody all them thoughts and all the access to everything? Your diary is personal, is it not? It's not a journal. It's a diary. Mm-hmm. Right? It's personal.
Well, then in that case, they don't use it as a diary. They use it as a journal. But everyday journal.
But see, when you share your thoughts on the internet or whatever like that, you're just being expressive. I think you're just being open and expressive. But a lot of the times, I don't think that people really want the type of feedback that people give.
What you mean?
Like, people usually, it's always multiple sides on the internet. You know what I mean? You can say something that literally makes 100% sense to you, and then somebody's gonna figure out a way that doesn't make no sense to them. It's the worst comment, the worst thing that you ever said. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like, that's like, hurtful and stuff. People like, oh man, like I didn't write this to, get bashed about how I feel. To get like, so you sharing your opinion online, people is gonna have opinion about that.
Yeah, and so they gotta have the courage to kind of take it or leave it. I think
that's what you think, and that's how people.
Or they just
people don't think that
stuff.
People don't think like that. Like, people don't think like, oh yeah, these people is gonna destroy me on the internet. You know what I mean? But it happens all the time. It happens even when you're just doing like random stuff, like this video that we're doing right now, this podcast that we're doing right now. I'm pretty sure people are gonna say something totally opposite and not agree with nothing that we're saying. We're gonna get dislikes and likes alike.
Yeah, but that's like,
I know it's life,
that's what happened.
But the thing is, should you do that though? Should you share your thoughts on the internet, your personal thoughts on the internet, when somebody is actually going to have some type of feedback on it because you feel some type of way? It affects you. It affects a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, I think that's a personal situation, and I think if they choose to, share something on the internet that they don't want some, you opening up the jar pretty much for people to say their opinion. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you only know the facts, and they just know their opinion, so it shouldn't bother you.
That's true. That's really it shouldn't bother you, but it still does. You know what I mean?
But it shouldn't.
People say sticks and stones don't break your bones already. Sticks and stones break your bones, but words will never hurt you. That's a dang lie, bro. Words do hurt. Like, I don't know who made that saying up. Words hurt.
Yeah, words do hurt. But at the end of the day, they should know. They will give their opinion, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
To somebody else. So if somebody giving them their opinion, they should be able to take it.
The internet is like a big machine, you know what I mean? Like a big machine putting all these things together and stuff like that. But it's always creating something different. And then somebody's going to always have an opinion about that thing that is being created. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the opinion don't always be a good opinion. Like, if I want to say my mom makes the best cake ever, you know what I mean? Somebody's going to say, nah, that's a lie and stuff like that. My mom do. It's going to be just,
Yeah, and then you tell those people, have you tasted my mama cake? Like,
they
no,
don't
you
care,
haven't.
but have you tasted their mama cake?
No, but you didn't say their mama cake wasn't the best.
But you said your mama cake was the best, right?
To you.
Yeah, and stuff, and then people want to say, no, it's not.
But you didn't ask them, no.
It doesn't matter, but people are going to give it anyways. Do most people, when they put their stuff and say something like, oh, I love Wednesdays and stuff like that, something totally random that means nothing, that is harmless to most people, somebody's going to say, oh, why you hate Wednesdays, or I love Wednesdays. They're going to have something negative to say. Some people are going to have something positive to say for no reason at all. You know what I mean? You're just expressing yourself. You're literally just saying something.
Yeah.
And then somebody's going to, I'm not saying that everybody's negative. I'm not saying that. A lot of people is positive, but at the same time, a lot of people is negative. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the first response is negativity.
Most of the time, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's something different from what you probably would say or how you feel.
Like, bro, I'm literally verified, and people talk trash about that all the time. Like, why are you verified? All the time. For no reason. Like, I don't even say anything. I didn't verify myself. Did I say Mark Zuckerberg verify me? No, I didn't do that. Yeah. And then they have something to say about it anyways. For no reason. They don't even know me. They say stuff negative for no reason. I didn't even write nothing yet. You know what I mean? But they have something to say.
Yeah, because people like to say stuff.
For no reason. What did I do? They haven't seen none of my content. They literally just seen the check mark and they have something to say like, "Oh, who did you pay to get that check mark?" Like, bro, chill, bro. Don't be mad. Like, why are you upset? Like, bro, be glad that I have a check mark. Be happy for me or something. You know what I mean?
No,
for no reason.
Happy.
Why?
Because it's something that they don't understand. Like, they don't understand the ropes of how you got there.
This is social media.
They go angry mode.
We can all talk to each other. We can all talk, bro. I can literally write Beyonce and it's let's just say 50-50. It's probably not 50-50, but let's just say it's a 50-50 chance that she could write me back or not. You know what I mean? I can write anybody. Like when I was on Twitter and I was talking to people, I was talking to all type of people. People wrote me back all the time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But they don't understand. They don't even want to understand. They just have the way that they have what they understand. That's all. And that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. They don't care.
That's ignorant.
Ignorant is bliss. So
that's
they have a lot of freedom to say whatever they want to say and feel like what they say is valid at the end of the day.
You know, you can't take away somebody's opinion. That's their opinion. But why gotta be so negative? Why?
Because the world is negative. Like, because that's your first instinct is to go into defense mode.
Who first instincts?
Most people's first instinct is to go into defense mode.
For what?
Regardless if it's something direct or indirect, they just always go into defense mode.
That makes no sense. That's just what they do. That makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. Really.
It doesn't make sense, but it's human nature that happens. And they need to...
I can say anything. Like, today is my birthday or something like that. Who cares about your birthday? Nobody cares about... Like, bro, I just said today was my birthday. I just said a random thing. And then why you got to talk about me? What did I do?
Because people always feel like everything is justified. Like, you must be saying it for a reason. Like,
I'm saying it because I want to. That's the reason.
A lot of people don't think that. There's always something, a cause and an effect. And then that way they think that, oh, he's saying it for something. What? I'm not donating to him or whatever. You know how they have that little stuff.
Sharing your thoughts on the internet, you're always going to get multiple sides of people for no apparent reason at all. No apparent reason at all.
Yeah, just to start something. Just to start communication and interaction.
For what? Like, I kid you not. Like, I literally write comments, just random comments. You know, I watch a video, you know, just like everybody else on the internet. And then, you know, I write something like, oh, that was funny. That was unique and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, yeah, you know, why is it unique and stuff? You're not unique. Like, bro, who cares? Like, bro, did I say I was unique? I was literally talking about the video. Why did you have to say that? Like, bro, you don't even know me.
Because controversy stirs up.
Controversy. Drama.
It's
entertainment. Yes. Yeah, it's entertainment. It's entertainment. But, bro, are they
they probably people that ain't got nothing to do but sit on social media and write under your text message.
So that's what they do for a living? Messages. I hope y'all getting paid. I hope y'all got some type of brand deal by writing these comments for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they get a kick out of something.
They get a kick. They may not.
Yeah,
they get no revenue.
Probably not.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Bro, that makes no sense. So sharing your thoughts on the internet is a 50-50 flip of a coin type of thing.
It's probably different.
So why do you share your thoughts on the internet?
No.
No, you don't?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
Okay.
I mean, as far as like my true thoughts, no. I'm more
personal, private?
No, I share more like the general stuff on the internet.
What's considered like general?
Like Taco Bell sells tacos. Like I sell like stuff like that.
They will figure out a way to make that negative somehow. Like, they don't only sell tacos; they sell burrito too. like, bro, for real, they would. Would
something that's real general, something real vague, and you really
they will
can't
figure
do
out a way to make that negative
with
too.
That. Yeah, they would.
Would they not?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they would. You heard it. Like, you know, they sell cinnamon twists. They don't just sell tacos. What type of tacos you talking about? Because if you talking about the soft tacos, I don't like them. I like the hard tacos. like, bro, who even asks? You just said a comment. Taco Bell sells tacos. That's all you said, right?
That is all I said.
So what about Del Taco? Do they sell tacos too? Like, you know what I mean? Like why? Like, why? Like, you know what I mean? People be getting upset over, man. I'm telling you.
Dumb stuff, right?
Yeah, that was the word I wanted to say. Dumb stuff, bro.
Dumb stuff.
Yeah, but to them, it makes perfect sense. Perfect sense.
Give them an objective to do, though. But the Taco Bell thing is pretty
I'm going to
funny.
start humoring myself. I'm telling you, I'm going to start
funny.
writing random stuff on purpose for people to say dumb stuff on. I'm going to just humor myself.
And then
like
screenshot it and use it on here.
Yep. I'm going to be like, see, I'm talking about, like, what about Burger King? Everybody talk about McDonald's. What about Burger King? Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like, how did you make this into a negative situation? I just graduated. What about everybody else that didn't graduate? I'm still a junior. Like, you know what I mean? They're going to figure out a way to make it negative somehow.
Yeah,
you know
you're right.
Bro, this is real life. I lived through this. I experienced this. This is not just me saying just random things. This is real life.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't say, and even if you want to express yourself like, I'm having a bad day, and they want to say, what about the people in Africa? What about them? They having bad days. They having bad years. They having bad months. Like, bro, like, calm down, bro. Decades. Like, calm down, bro. Calm down, bro. I was just talking about myself. Like, what is wrong with you? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you ever ask them like, "What's wrong with you?" They be angry. You
and
know,
then they're gonna write me
just angry.
Yes.
People.
They are angry.
Like you can flip a
token,
coin, anything,
and
they're gonna be upset.
Yeah, they are. They're
know?
like, why you flip coins? People wish they had coins to spend. You flipping them. Like I'm telling you, it's so easy for me to do because of people. They do this.
Yeah.
They do this.
It's crazy.
I'm not one of those people.
It's crazy how simple.
Yeah.
Anything could just trigger it, huh?
Anything. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can drink water out of a bottle. What about the people that don't have bottled water? You could be drinking out the faucet for free. Like, no, it's not even free though. I paid a water bill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just weird, man. So you can't really share you can, but you need to expect people going to say all type of stuff about what you're writing or what you're saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly. So you got to be prepared for what you about to write.
I'm prepared right away. All y'all right away. Let me know how y'all feel and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Yes.
It is ridiculous.
It is.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I would think that the internet would bring us all together. It's like separating us. No, I'm just saying, like, think about it. Like, now we have this technology that pretty much you can communicate with somebody across the world on the other side of the world in an instant, immediately. You know what I mean? That's amazing. Back in the day, I wasn't alive back in the day, but back in the day, from what I know of, people had to travel. People send telegrams and all type of stuff. You know what I mean? It took a long time for me to say, hi, Mom, I hope you have a great Christmas. You know what I mean?
But you do realize people don't take advantage of the things that they have.
Yeah, I do realize that.
They use it to their own benefit.
In the world that we live in today, society is really privileged. Like, to be having this type of technology to communicate with people and then learn something immediately. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then you got to think about the people that's on there talking about, what about Taco Bell? What about water? You got to worry. Them people probably they don't got nobody. Facebook or social media got the probably their only friend.
But why they make it enemies? What?
Because they probably never been able to express themselves to their family, friends, and whoever else. They probably by themselves. And social media give them the opportunity to voice something that they probably never had.
They get a kick out of it. I'm telling you. Like the internet, even gaming. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you playing game with people. Why do people got to be toxic? If it wasn't for the internet, we wouldn't be able to play games with other people. They would have to be in your house. They would have to be there with you. You know what I mean? You remember back in the day, we had to play Sega or Mario or whatever, Nintendo or Pac-Man together. We had to be right there on the same TV. You know what I mean? You couldn't just go and play with little Johnny across the street. He had to come to your house. You know what I mean? Yeah. So why do people got to be toxic? Like, why do people, like, they on there, they talking trash all day. Like, I literally mute everybody every time I go into like a public lobby online. I don't want to hear it, bro. It's always toxicity all the time.
Yeah, because people think that stirs up competition. That's another thing.
What
competition is really
who are they compete? Like, what, they competing with people to see who can talk the most trash? Like, what is
they
that?
Competing to be the one to be able to talk the most trash. Like, it's always a competition and everything.
They feel really safe on the other side of that screen. You know what I mean? They really do.
They do.
They do.
That's the factor.
They would not say whatever they say in person. Like, people say all type of stuff, racist stuff, everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. But in person, hey, Johnny, you're a nice person. But then on there, they talking trash, like straight trash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you wouldn't even know this person is so toxic in his real life. You wouldn't know that because of, when he's on the game, he's a totally different person.
Yeah, for sure.
Or she's a totally different person.
Yeah, well, people wear masks.
Yeah, I know.
That's the entertaining part.
These people had COVID before COVID was out or something. You know, they already wearing masks and stuff like that. They were already protecting themselves. Like, bro, what's wrong with them?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe y'all can help us.
They need to help me because I'm totally confused.
Yeah, like what is it about it? You know, it's really probably just the freedom of being able to voice whatever expression that you feel. Like, literally, what else do you get out of it? It's entertaining. There's competition. There's drama. You know, they make genres for a reason.
That's true.
You know, just because
drama is entertaining. Yes, I get it. But they're entertaining themselves, you know?
I mean, no, it's probably more people on there that gets entertained by their comments. I've read a few comments and chuckled, a few times.
It does be funny, but it's not funny when you're the one that is being talked about, though.
No, it's not funny. It's not funny when they talking about, because sometimes they do go too far. But like the basics, like the relatable stuff is funny. So
like, nah, they take it too far, bro.
Yeah, they take
it super far, bro. They be saying like really, really, like, you know, let's say that my mom passed away. The man, they would somehow make that a joke. They would somehow make that funny to them. Like, bro, literally, my mom is dead. Never gonna be here again. Never gonna hear her again. And somehow this is funny to you. It always baffles me, like when some type of tragedy happened and somehow you see like the laughing little you see the like and the heart and the laughing little emoji thing or whatever. So like somebody really laughed at this. How is this funny? And stuff like that. But I guess it's funny.
Miserable
people's numb to pain.
Very numb. Incompassionate. Is it incompassionate? Uncompassionate?
Yeah, incompassionate. Now you got me confused.
Well, they don't got no compassion at the
end. They have no compassion. Like, but if it was their mom and then they be, you know, crying the river and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy. Yeah. So the
internet gives you a way to be everything that you can't be in reality, because somebody might flip out on you in real life.
That's how Catfish was born.
Yeah, the internet was able, you don't have to show compassion, you don't have to show love, you don't have to show anything.
So you don't have to be this person, you can be that person.
Exactly.
That's true.
And you're hiding behind a keyboard and the screen.
Yeah.
You know? You pretty much living a double life.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So should you share your thoughts on the internet?
Yes.
You should.
You should.
You should.
Yeah.
You
should, because I think it's a form of expression.
It is.
And some people need to get out their form of expression and not hold it in.
Okay.
So it's like a journal. Sometimes you can't hold it in. And writing and
like
using
you said,
your fingers is, you know, it's probably healthy for some people at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Even though they causing problems or, you know, hurting somebody else's feelings, or somebody gonna say something that they probably no encouragement or something. But at the end of the day, I do think that it's something.
It is an outlet for sure. It is an outlet. Yeah,
it's for sure. Like lonely people, they ain't got nobody next to them saying, "Hey, how was your day?" You know, so they got to freely go on the internet and say, "Guess what, y'all? My day was this, that," when nobody even asked.
But sometimes, like I be reading like comments and stuff, or posts of people, right? And then they literally write everything. Like now I'm taking a shower, now I'm eating dinner, now I'm in bed, but I can't go to sleep. Like they write like everything, you know what I mean? They write like everything. So they don't just share their thoughts, they share their actions.
Because they probably don't have nobody, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a good and bad thing. It's like
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like,
no, not even bad, but it's a win and lose situation sometimes, depending on what the situation is and who you are.
Right.
You know, but I could say I don't think sensitive people should express themselves.
Okay. So criteria. If you're sensitive, you shouldn't.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
So you should have thick skin. That's a criteria to actually be able to share thoughts on the internet. Because I'm telling you,
if you're sensitive or not mature probably enough to deal with the human race today, then you probably should. Probably go talk to a in-person counselor.
Yeah, you should, because the internet isn't going to comfort you. I'm going to tell you that.
It's not going to comfort
you. You have to literally,
that's the last place
you need to literally go to some type of forum or something like that, like that they're encouraging forum, you know, like the forums that they talk to each other and stuff like that, you know, like you're in groups and stuff like that, like Reddit or whatever like that. They have like little, you know, things that you can talk to people and everybody's encouraging each other, or you need to just watch like motivation videos or something.
So it's set groups or set things that only focus on that.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, like, that they need to be in stuff like that.
Exactly. So let's say like if you're interested in houses or whatever like that, you can go to a forum about houses. You know what I mean? Like the group, like Facebook groups and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So even if you like go, because they do have encouraging groups on the internet.
But anything that's on the internet is always on the internet. Because a lot of times people regret things. They do something and they're like, dang, that was me when I was 17. I'm not that person no more. I mean, you're still fought it for what you did when you were 17, you know, because the internet is forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you used to see like celebrities trying to, they make a post about something that they really passionate about, right? And then they're like, oh, dang, I wrote this wrong or something like that, or this is being taken the wrong way. And they'll delete it. But everybody already screenshotted it. It's everywhere. It's in the tabloids and everything. It's over. That's on the internet forever. You put it there, you took it off, but it's still there.
Yeah. Because I'm for sure this era got it worse than before.
That's crazy.
Because most of the time, celebrities and people, they had private lives. They were who they were on stage, and when they went off stage, they were who they were off stage. But now, whoever you are on stage, you're that. That
follows
stage,
you. That follows you everywhere.
So, you just got to be careful.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, ignorance.
Sharing your thoughts on the internet could also be dangerous. Do you think?
For sure.
Yeah. Like, for example, I just told you the examples about, like, people like that that says that, oh, I'm in the bathroom, or I'm eating chicken noodle soup right now, you know what I mean? Some people say something like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm going on vacation and I'm leaving my house, you know, from Palm Springs, and I'm going to Alabama for 2 weeks, you know what I mean? And then, you know, somebody will, go ahead.
Ignorance.
But see... That's that person. See, is it really ignorant? So it's ignorance because they probably don't know that they're putting themselves at risk, I guess.
It's ignorant because they don't step back and look at the whole picture. That's the same thing with writing anything on the internet. If you sit here and say, you have to know the element that you're in.
Right.
You know, and if you don't take a step back to look at the elements and all the variables of certain things, and then you put yourself in something and now you don't even know why you're in the situation.
Right.
Like, you know, and that's the same thing just by writing anything on the internet. Right. You know, you kind of ask for it, but you don't ask for it. But when you know what type of people is in the world, like, I'm not going to write something on the internet knowing what type of people or followers or friends that I have, you know. Right. I'm not going to do that. And then know that they can come back and, you know, say something that I probably won't like. So I'm not going to do that. You know?
Yeah, but everybody don't think like that. Like, you know, when you're happy, right, you get a puppy, right? And then you want to tell everybody that I got a puppy. Like, oh, yeah, you know, I just got a puppy. You want to tell your mom. So, you know, the internet, you can just do that instead of calling your mom, calling your auntie, calling your uncle. You can literally put it on the internet and it's there. So
do we look at the internet as a big family at the end of the day? Because guess what? If you would have called your mom, right, and say, Mom, I got a puppy, she'd be like, oh, honey, that's so nice. Who got you the puppy? Right. But then you call your uncle. He like, I don't care about no goddamn dog. Yeah. Like, you know, and then you got Auntie Shirley over here.
Right.
And she was like, oh, where you get that dog from? Because I want a dog too. Like, you know, you got all these different people. But you see
what you just did, though. You had to call one person and then you called the next person. It's not like you was in a big conference call, you know what I mean? But you put it on the internet like, I got a new puppy, and then uncle can see it, Auntie Shirley can see it, and mom can see it immediately and do all that stuff right there instead of you calling 3 different people. You literally communicated with 3 different people at one time.
Yeah.
But you also communicated with 500 other people that you didn't intend
exactly.
Or you didn't really consider to.
Right. But those are all types of different people, and you really don't know what type of people those people are. Like, you don't know unless they're, like I said, family, friends, or somebody you've interacted with. You don't know.
Yeah. I know that. I know this, but at the same time, you know, people like to share. They like to share their wealth, you know what I mean? If somebody was a billionaire, and then, you know, most people think that they will be, well, a lot of people think that they will be considerate and they will want to help the needy or something like that, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you being a billionaire, now you're a target to people that's trying to, rob you as well. You know what I mean? So you can't just do what you want to do because now you're known for this. So when you write this down on the internet or say this on the internet, everybody is watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got friends and you got foes reading this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. But then should I put my happiness on hold because of those people? Like,
no,
should you?
If expressing in a grand scale makes you happy, then do it. But at the end of the day, it's not their job to make your happiness successful. Like, it's not, you can't depend on them, people of this world, to actually.
I know, but like, you get a new car, you want to drive it, right? But and then you're like, oh dang, I got a new car. Everybody's looking, I might get robbed. They might steal my rims. You know what I mean? So you don't drive now. You don't drive because everybody's looking at your car.
No, you still drive, but you just be cautious. You have to be aware. Not even cautious, be aware. That means step back and look at the variables. I'm not about to drive no $1 million car in this neighborhood.
Okay.
I'm just not going to do that.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I'm not doing that. But
at the same time, people think like this is a free world. I should be able to drive wherever the heck I want to drive. You know what I mean? I should be able to go down any street that I want to go down.
That's true.
Yeah.
To feel that way, it's another thing to actually do it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like, it's just, you can feel how you want to feel, but other people get in the way, so you can't really do the action part of it.
Okay.
Like, you can feel it though, but it's not it's not smart to actually go about it like you're invisible.
Yeah, you got friends and foes. You don't know what the next person is thinking. You really don't know.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you
so
don't know.
You just need to be aware. Even if you're in a top-notch neighborhood, don't mean that those foes can't come into your neighborhood as well. It just means that be aware. Awareness is always key.
You got some friends that's even enemies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why you just got to be aware. Watch everybody.
Yep. So it sounds like you're just gonna have a paranoid life. That's what it sounds like.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
bro, how is that an enjoyable life?
I mean, it's not. But at the end, what would be your fix to this? Like what?
There's
what
no
would you
fix
do?
because there's way too many diversity. It's too much different type of people. You can't predict what the next person is going to do. So what you're saying is accurate. I agree with it wholeheartedly. But at the same time, it's a horrible thing. It's like,
you have to start changing perspectives, like people's perspectives.
You can't change everybody's.
You can't change everybody.
You got to change your own.
But you need somebody to at least enlighten you to know that it even exists. Like, somebody could have been a bully all their life because that's all they know. And they never knew that you didn't have to be a bully, Some people are like that. And then it may take years for them to know that they're actually a real bully.
Right.
Until somebody comes and change their perspective. They see something, their eyes open. Like, it just takes time. Some people will never not be a bully, though.
Yeah, some people won't. They find enjoyment in bullying.
It's just a tough world out here. And if you don't
world.
have the tough skin to take what people says and their opinions and their objections and all the things that come with an individual person, preferences, all that stuff, then you should probably step back from
reconsider.
Know, and even, but what's crazy is that people would really continue writing even though somebody was like stabbing them every time they wrote a post. And they keep doing it, keep being affected by it.
Yeah.
Affected by it. And then they personally, it's like these people not even in your home. So you're affected by what they're doing. They don't know what you're doing after you not, they don't know what they're actually causing. They know of, but they don't know that you just called this person ugly. They literally just put their phone down and went and probably cried.
I don't even think some people
care.
Some people might reconsider if they knew that was what happened after this comment that made. But I think most people intentionally say stuff because it humors them. It makes them feel some type of way. So, they could care less about how the other person is taking it. It made them feel. Yeah. It made the person that said it feel whatever they feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't even matter.
And that goes into taking accountability.
Yes, it goes into taking accountability
to your actions.
Yes, that's
which
totally
most people don't.
Most people don't. Most people don't.
You know, because nobody wants to have stupid written on their forehead.
A lot of people have it in invisible ink, but I see it. I see it.
And guilty.
Oh yeah, guilty too.
You know, and you're guilty sometimes. Honestly, you really are.
Yeah.
You know,
but nobody, like you said, want to take accountability for that guilt.
Nobody.
It like, and then people is numb to things nowadays too.
Yeah.
So they don't even feel the guilt. Like usually like guilt trips. You have like the little devil on one side, the little angel on one side. Like oh dang, no, don't do. You know what I mean? You know how cartoons used to portray that. And then nowadays they don't have none of that. They just cool. Like
and that goes back to another topic that we won't talk about. But the morals. You know, it's a free world. It used to be a free.
Right.
It's
free in name. It's free in name.
Right.
But in reality and stuff like that, it's a whole bunch of boundaries everywhere.
There is, but they're ignored sometimes. And when you could ignore them, you find the loopholes, you do ignore them.
Well, you have group mentality now, too. People, not you particularly, but people have group mentality. So, one person says one thing and a whole bunch of people that agrees with what this person said gang up on whatever was said, you know what I mean? That group mentality, like, mob mentality.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Whole bunch of little wars out here.
Yeah, everybody grabbing those little stakes or so, the little, they'll fire the torches and everything. Yep. Just digitally,
Yeah, digital torch.
Yeah, they are. They go on riots, they write, I'm going to write a letter. You know what I mean? So it's over.
Yeah. Well, oops. But so we want y'all opinions on, whether or not
you should share your thoughts on the internet.
Yeah. So
let us know.
Let us know. It's so many variables that goes into it, though. Yeah. It's not one solid yes or no. Mm-hmm. It's really hard to pick that.
Yeah.
Me personally, I wouldn't share my most important things on the internet or the things that I feel I will be sensitive to. Okay. If somebody says something that was an objection or said something to me, I probably wouldn't share that.
Okay. So, but you would have to say it for them to even object to it in the first place.
Yeah, but I already object myself.
Oh, you already know what you exactly. already have some type of thoughts of what could be objected to.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So I go through the whole thing in my brain. And it won't get even.
You wouldn't even go all the way. You would think about it and you'd be like, nah.
Yeah.
I see.
Most people don't do that. Like,
no, people have impulsive. People have impulsive mentality, so they just go off impulse. Like, oh wait, I can't believe it. The moon is huge today. Yeah. The moon is huge. They have that. Like, not everybody, but a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's in their enjoyment. So
it is, and that's expression.
So let us know how y'all feel about that. Do you share your thoughts on the internet? Do you agree with what we said about that? Do you disagree with it? Do you feel that, people should or people shouldn't? Yeah. Let us know.
And let us know why, too. Oh, yeah. Keep it brief, but let us know just what you think.
Yeah.
Is it really worth it, to be honest?
Is it?
So.
But until next time, we are out. Deuces.